All right. So let's jump into this then. A private equity company buys some company. It's therefore, until they ever sell it again, called a portfolio company,
Yep.
right? Or sometimes you see it as a portco,
Right.
as the abbreviation. All right. So you get brought in, let's say, as an interim CMO. Like the CMO they had, the portco had, is gone. You're going to be there for some number of months, maybe until or quarters, until they like fully vet and bring on maybe a full-time
Right.
CMO, and then you're on to the next one, right? So walk me through what the first 90 days look like at a portfolio company. Like, how do you figure out what's broken and like when what to fix first, like the priority for that kind of stuff? Like, or if you want, just tell me about the last time you did this.
Well, I've
Yeah.
been an interim CMO 4 times in the last 4 years, and
Mhm.
done a lot of other things. But um, you know, first thing is developing relationships with a marketing team, with a C-suite. Because when I
Right.
come on as interim CMO and I do that type of work, I join the executive leadership team, and so cross-functional alignment is really critical.
Yeah.
So, and I tend to work really, really well with CFO since I've started in finance and moved to marketing in my career. But it's developing relationships with each of my C-suite peers and developing relationships with the marketing team, building trust, and not coming on like a ton of bricks, like I know what the answers are, because I need to learn.
Right.
So it's coming on board and becoming them, learning their business, learning their products, learning their um, how marketing is done at the company. And when I do that, generally it's figuring out what their strengths and gaps are, because there are always strengths and gaps. And what I start with generally is an analysis of their infrastructure. And when I talk about infrastructure, I'm talking about people, process, technology, data, analytics, pricing, and their brand strength. So I look at those types of things, and I look for um, strengths and gaps, and then I pivot from doing that to developing a short-term and a long-term mitigation plan that I get approved with the C-suite and the board and the CFO
Right.
generally.